Hey, everybody, it's Liz Bull, and it is Wednesday at 1. And today is kind of an interesting Wednesday because here in the States, which is where I am, we have we're finishing up. I guess we kind of officially finished the inauguration, and now they're doing the rest of the stuff that they do on Inauguration Day. And as you can see, I am nowhere near Washington. And neither are my guests today. They come to us from the Emerald Isle. For those of you who aren't familiar with emeralds or isles, I'm talking about Ireland. I'm talking about Ireland, which has a special place in my heart because I actually am half Irish. Both of my grandparents were born there and emigrated to the States many, many, many years ago. The rest, as they say, is history. So yeah, I am a card-carrying half Irishman. I have more
than me, Liz. That's more than me.
I have an Irish passport. That's true. I do actually have an Irish passport. I think it's expired. I have to do something about that. So now you know that I am very casual with my passports. Anyway, I want to introduce you to the Nugents.
That's us.
Nugents, who have a fascinating business, and I can't wait to hear all about it. It's like, they do what? So tell us all, what is it that you do? What do you do for business? And what have you been doing in this time of COVID when, the chandeliers are rattling all over the place? What have you guys been doing, and what do you see for the future?
Yeah. Oh, lovely. So we're a theater company, which means that we put on plays, we put on full productions, we do readings. We have a new play festival every year called the November New Plays Festival, where we bring new writers a chance to share their words with the world and to develop their work further. And we also have a great plays gang.
Yeah, which is basically besides the kind of entertainment side of our business, this is more the education side of our business. So this is basically
Wait. You're a theater company.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you educate.
Yes.
You educate too.
We educate as well. Yes.
Okay. Who do you educate?
Well, we educate is basically it's opportunities for people to be involved in theater besides just watching it and seeing these great shows. It's a chance to be involved on the ground floor, which is to be involved in plays and to learn by playing, by exploring, by having fun, by being in community, getting to learn, getting to explore their creativity, really, getting to explore their creativity and build their confidence.
So anybody who's ever really had a secret desire to be an actor, should look you up. So what do you do? So what do you do about like stage fright?
Well, I mean, that's a great question, and because we really, one of our statements is like theater makes life better, right? Because we actually really believe that the skills of theater can make your life better, can spread through to anything. And so, like with stage fright, a lot of that is confidence and also just learning how to just do it even when you have it. We were speaking to a well-known Irish actress earlier this week, and she was saying she still gets stage fright. So it really is that case of having it and learning how to do it anyways, and acting can be a great practice for that. And so our Great Plays gang is a great place for that, and anyone is welcome, no matter your level, and get a chance to. It's like a cross between an acting class and a book club, so it's real fun.
An acting class and a book club?
Yeah,
so basically too much. Okay.
Yeah, so basically it's because we basically explore a new play each month, Liz. So basically, it's something that people can join at any time and just join on that month. It's kind of an ongoing program. And so each month we explore a new play. We do that we send people out the play at the start of the month, and then we all gather as a big group to read the play aloud.
Online at the moment.
Yeah, online at the moment.
Okay, so this is all done on Zoom.
Yeah, so that we used to do it.
Wow.
We used to do it like up to about this time last year. We used to do it upstairs in a pub in the middle of Dublin. So it involved.
Oh, that's my kind of place. I love it. Exactly. Okay.
And so we were wondering, would it actually, when we couldn't do that anymore, would it work online? And we were dubious. We weren't sure. We thought, well, that will be the same experience. But we actually found that actually on Zoom it worked actually really well, and it's actually been interesting because I think for people, they found it works decently on the Zoom. We had to work on some rules to make it work. But also it's really been a lifeline for a lot of people, I think, for their creativity and their sense of community, to be able to know, a couple of times a month they're meeting up to be creative on Zoom. I think a lot of time we spend time on Zoom doing meetings and, trying to keep up with family and things. But this is just creativity and fun and putting on a character. So it's kind of the opposite of that, Yeah.
I love it. I love it. So if you've never acted before and you think, oh, I think I want to try this out, but I want it to be in a safe environment.
Yes.
Where nobody's going to say, right. And you don't have to stand up on stage.
You can be in your pajamas.
You can be, you can do it in your pajamas, whatever. I mean, this sounds like a lot of fun. I got it for you.
Yeah, as you know, Liz, like fun is, you talk about ways of, of standing firm with it when the world is shaking and when your world is shaking and, finding ways to have fun, to have other outlets. It can really, Paul was saying, could be a life that people have been really grateful for it, but it really truly can be a lifeline. Like creativity kind of ticks a lot of boxes of health, of mental well-being and of physical health, that we just don't even think about because we're just like, oh, creativity, whatever. But it really can be helpful and can be good for your general well-being.
Oh, as a healer, I completely agree with that. And sometimes I think it's interesting that you use the word creativity because that can be intimidating to some people. I taught art and design for many years, and my secret other life.
I love it.
And there's always people who go, oh, I'm not creative. I can't draw. I can't sing. I can't. So it's interesting that you've got this other twist on it, this other take on creativity and ways to be creativity that are not intimidating, are not frightening. Because or not, referencing all those times in people's lives are like, oh, I tried to draw a horse and people, they told me it looked like a frog.
Well, and I think Liz, part of the atmosphere, I think that we probably came from doing this particular program in a pub, I think kind of carries through. I think it is. We do make it a very relaxed environment.
Yeah, it's approachable.
It's very chill. I like to say to people at the start of every play reading session we do that, like, there's no director, there's no audience, so you can kind of do what you want. If you want to put on an accent, you can, or if you don't want to bother, if you change your mind halfway through the reading, like, it's really just a chance to play. There's no end goal for that session, so it really is a chance for people. And people end up doing, like, that seem quite shy initially. You see them like flourish because they get to experiment and try things, and they see other people doing stuff and they're like, oh, it's okay. I can take a chance on something, or I can just explore a bit. And yeah, like you're saying, Liz, it's like there's nobody saying, don't do that. Are you crazy? It's more likely to be someone going, I loved how you went mad with that scene. How amazing, So I think it really is that environment.
I love it. So it's almost like a theater version of karaoke.
I like that. I've never thought of that. That's really
karaoke makes theater.
I love it. Liz, you're hired for our marketing department.
No, really. I mean, where do you find karaoke? Mostly in pubs.
True. No, it's very true. And it is about on karaoke, you try on a song, and here you're trying on a role, you're trying on a part, a character. Yeah.
That's hilarious. Okay, you got to tell me, how in the world did you get doing this? Are you both actors? Are you directors? Are you theater school people? Who are you?
I think the answer to that is all of those things, Liz.
Yes.
But yes, we would have been initially, I'd say professional actors would have been where we come from. We met
in drama school
here in Dublin. And yeah, we ended up very quickly, only about a year out of drama school, when we were both working as professional actors. We ended up with another couple of people forming our theatre company, forming in its very first incarnation, which was just putting on an American play called All in the Timing by David Ives, which was a set of 5 very silly sketches that we put on in a pub for lunchtime theatre, and was a great success. It was such a big hit that we ended up, after investing money in it, we all made enough of a profit to buy ourselves a round in the pub afterwards. That's how much.
Fantastic.
Huge success.
Wow. Hey, you hear about so many theater companies going broke. Well, clearly you didn't if you had enough for a round at a pub in Dublin, because everybody knows that's the most expensive place to buy a beer on earth.
It certainly is now.
So true. Well, and it may have been the only time we actually made a profit so far with theater, but it was well worth it, and it got us hooked.
Yeah, and so we've built from that. We've become over time actors and directors and producers. So it's kind of that dual role of I guess creating theater.
I love it. I just love it. I'm a theater junkie. I'm an opera junkie and a theater junkie. I am. If you ask me what I wanted to do for the rest of my life, it would be go from one Broadway play to another.
Oh, brilliant!
And then I proceed to the off-Broadway, and then the off-Broadway.
Yeah.
That's right.
I absolutely adore. Sorry?
Do you have a favorite play?
Oh, geez.
On the spot, putting you on the spot there. Or what's the last play you saw?
Okay, so the last one I saw, oh geez, what was it? It's one of the longer running ones, Chicago. Chicago a year ago, because I know someone who worked for the producers.
Brilliant.
Of that, and it was great fun because we saw it, and then Fran Weisler is her name, and I told her I wanted to be like her when I grow up, because she's still, she's still working in her 90s, and I'm like, you go, girl.
I love that.
Absolutely. And we had a lovely chat, because at one point in my life, many years ago, I worked in Manhattan. I had a long-standing career as an architectural lighting designer, and I specialized in high-rise and skyscrapers. And as part of my role as a senior vice president of that firm was to be on the Broadway Association, and she was there. Anyway, so it was kind of a nice kind of reconnection.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which was great. But it's hard to pick a favorite. One of the most astonishing ones was, I think it was Nicholas Nickleby.
The RSC production,
which was, this was many, many years ago. I think it went over 2 nights, over New Year's Eve weekend, as I recall. So it was an interesting weekend, because we did Nicholas Nickleby, and then we stood freezing our arses off in Times Square.
Watching the ball drop.
Watching the ball fall.
Nice.
God.
I love that, Liz. I love the amount of times when we get talking to people, when we find they have a secret hidden theater connection in their past or in their history. It's just brilliant. It's much more of a part of people's lives than I ever realized, until you start talking to people and kind of go, oh yeah, no wait, I did a show in last year of high school, or oh yeah, my brother does puts on shows, or I used to do sound design. It's like amazing.
Yeah. No. So I know about theatrical lighting design, but I've never done that professionally. I specialized in architectural, because, as everyone knows, it's hard to make a living in the theater. So.
Yeah.
It is very true. It is very, very true.
And theatrical lighting design, quite honestly, is a lot of work. It is a lot of work. Architectural lighting design is much more stable and predictable. Because you don't have the buildings don't move. And those actors, I'm telling you know, if you could nail their feet to the floor, you'd be in good shape. But it's just not in the cards.
So true. So true.
You never know when they're going to miss their mark. And then what do you do?
Exactly.
Yeah. Actors, find your light. Find your light.
I think I know a lot of directors who prefer to direct buildings. I think that would make them a lot happier.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So who do you invite to these wonderful events? And tell me how it's structured. What do you do? If I want to do it, what do I have to do? So
basically Liz, what you do is we have you, if you're interested, we send us an email. We have an email address, gpg@aboutfacetheater.ie. And we have you email us, and then we arrange a bit of a quick chat kind of on the phone where we kind of check in what you're looking for. Like, what's your acting background? Have you any? Did you do some before? Or you just completely it's a dream you're looking to do? And then once we kind of know where you're kind of coming from, then we'll say, great. Then if it feels like it's going to be a good fit, we'll get you lined up to join whenever the next month is. And basically the month kind of breaks down into 4 weeks, which is the first week of a particular month. We send you a copy of the play to read in your own time. And then we have a session the second week of the month where we get together and read the play, like we were talking about before. And the way we cast it was pretty fun. At the start of the night, Anna draws playing cards, and basically for each person. So you might, Liz, you might end up with a Jack of Hearts, and whoever ends with the highest card gets first choice of what part they play.
Oh, okay.
So, and we cast it so people can people often cast themselves as things close to what they are, but you can play different gender, wrong age, a part you'd never get cast as. And then after that, we get in touch with everybody involved and find out what role they'd like to work on some more. And then we assign people a scene from the play and a scene partner. We arrange for them to get together during that third week to rehearse. And then the fourth week, we come back and do another group session. But this time we kind of explore the scenes the guys have been working on and get them to share what they've got to so far. And then we kind of give some coaching and direction and play with them, get them to develop the scene a little bit more. So there's a bit more coaching and teaching involved in that session. But again, still very relaxed. There's no real place to make mistakes. It's just a chance to grow a bit and to learn. And yeah, so we work with that's how we work for one play for the month. And then the next month you're onto a totally different play to work on.
So here I am. I know nothing about acting.
Yeah.
Never done anything in my life.
Yeah.
I take that back. Maybe in 5th grade. No, wait.
There's always a 5th grade.
I may have been a narrator for a Christmas Carol for Girl Scouts.
Okay. See, there you go.
For an old folks' home or something like that. Anyway, it was a disaster. I'll tell you. Anyway.
I don't believe it.
Trust me, my mother was involved. It was a disaster. Anyway, so here I am. I've got for all intents and purposes, acting experience, but I want to have a go. So I go month to month. Do I have to sign up for a year of plays? How does this work?
No, it's just month to month, and we do say too on your first month, come along, try it, and if you truly genuinely don't get anything out of it, don't like it, we'll refund your money, for the first month, because we want it to be no risk. So, but then it's just month to month, and sometimes.
So every month I send you money, and I get to be in the book club, acting club.
Yeah, you sign up for a subscription and it's month to month. We do tell people it's really, you get the benefit of it when you've been there 3, 4, 5 months, because then you start to feel more comfortable with the other people in the group, start to see how it works, and you'll get more confident. Yeah, you're gonna have fun the first month, but I think people really start to see the benefits by month 3, 4, 5. So it's up to you how long you stick it out and longer involved. That we have a lot of pretty long-term members at this point, but yeah, month to month. So if you feel like at a point that's kind of you done for the moment, or you want to take a break, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Well, you are casual. My goodness. Take a break, no problem. See you next time. Okay.
Well, people just have so much fun that once they start, they just don't stop.
Yeah, we don't really have the dropout rate's very, very low.
Yeah.
So it's not something we worry about.
Yeah, I would think. So tell me, what's the investment? How much does this cost me?
So it's the investment is €97 a month, which I think equates at about $203 a month, something like that. I think
Depending on the
exchange rate at the moment.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, so that's
wow.
it. What's that?
Oh wow! So that's like $25 a week.
Yeah. And you are going to be doing something each week. You're going to have an activity each week of the month, whether it's reading the play, rehearsing with your scene partner, the main play reading session, or the coaching sessions with us. So yeah, it's pretty active actually.
Yeah, and there's guidance about how to, because if you're like you're saying, if you haven't rehearsed before or whatever, you could be like, oh, I'm giving a scene and the scene partner, I don't know what to do. Well, we give you what to do in a rehearsal.
Yeah, we provide some materials for kind of doing your own homework on the scene, some ideas for working on that. We provide some materials for you and your scene partner for things to do and work on in the scene. So you're always getting guidance all the way through the process. Because I know myself, back in the day when I first started going to acting classes, it was a bit scary. Yeah. And sometimes you feel like, oh my God, what do I do? How do I prepare? So we very much put ourselves in those shoes going, well, what would I want? I don't want to be left like getting on a Skype call with my new scene partner and going, well, what do we do? I don't know. I have no idea what we're going to do.
Yeah, so we're always available on a call.
Yeah, exactly.
Email.
So yes, there's plenty of guidance for people. So especially if someone's new to it, it's like very relaxed and yeah, there's plenty of guidance along the way. And as Anna says, we're always there for answer questions. Happy to do it.
Well, this sounds like a heck of a lot of fun to me. I got to tell you, I was like, why wouldn't you want to do it?
We agree, Liz. We totally agree.
Well, why wouldn't you want to do it? I was like, it's cheaper than golf, God knows.
This is true.
I mean, really, people spend more money on, going out to lunch than that every week. Yeah. So I was like, wow, this just sounds like a heck of a lot of fun. So this has been really great fun getting to know you a bit better. But I get that one of you is Irish and the other one, who are you?
No, I am from the States originally.
What part?
I'm from Wisconsin originally.
Wisconsin.
Yeah. Okay.
And somehow Wisconsin, a genuine cheesehead, ends up in Ireland in drama school.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now
that's a gratuitous route.
That's interesting. And how did you do that?
Well, it was actually I went to university in Michigan, and there was a winter program that some friends went on, and I was like, oh, I'd love to go to Europe for theater, and I did a little winter term, midterm in London, and then that led to a semester in London, and then and I visited some friends in Dublin when I was on the semester, and I got a hanker in for being over here and for just the differences in theater, right, and the differences in training. So yeah. I'm always impressed with actors from the UK and Ireland because they're just so unpretentious. They're so highly skilled. Yeah. And just unpretentious. And I really appreciate that about them. I really do. There's not that, oh, I'm a star. It's like, they're just like, working blokes,
Yeah, it's very true.
It's a job, and we do the job well. And, let's not make too big of a fuss about this.
Yeah. It's a pretty grounded environment. I don't think anyone would let you get too big for your boots. I think you'd be quickly size.
Yeah. No. And I just really appreciate that. I should say appreciate, but
You're good. Appreciate's good. We're good.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh, good, jury's out. Okay. So I'm about to transition and treat you guys to a little bit of what I do for my clients. And your job it's very easy. I hope you can manage this one. You're going to sit back in your chairs. Okay. And you're going to put your feet on the floor and you're going to drop your shoulders and close your eyes and breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. You're going to love this because there's a little bit of imagination involved. So feeling safe right now is a big issue for so many people. So I'm going to take you through this meditation that I call creating a surrogate form of protection. And this is something that you can use instead of extra glasses of wine, for example, or perhaps extra snacks, or standing in front of your fridge wondering what to get. So I'm going to start with something called the column of white light. And what I'd like you to do is just imagine that there is a big column of white light coming from the sky. And imagine you're looking at this column of light from a distance, and you can see that the column of light is right in the middle of some train tracks. And there's a train heading for the column of light, this super strong, powerful column of white light. And there's a train coming. It's automatically controlled. There's nobody on it. It's empty, so no one will get hurt when it crashes into the column. And you can see that when the train hits the column of light doesn't even budge. The train pieces are flying all over the place. So just notice how strong and powerful the column of light is. It doesn't even get a scratch, and it never budged. And so just imagine yourself walking over to that column of light and step inside it. And the column is so powerful and strong, the walls are so strong that nothing could ever touch you, nothing could ever hurt you. It's protecting you, and you're feeling completely safe. And you feel that in your body. And now that you know how powerful and strong it is, imagine that it surrounds you and stays around you wherever you go. All day, every day, this powerful protection surrounding you. So powerful that no matter what happens, you feel protected. And if people are looking at you kind of funny, or you feel threatened in any way, you know that you are safe. You know that you're protected. And now we're going to do the same thing with a guardian angel, or you could use another powerful figure. I like angels, so we're going to do it with an angel. So you just follow along, similar to that column of powerful white light wrapped around you. I'd like you to imagine a beautiful, powerful, loving guardian angel, maybe 15, even 20 feet tall. That would be 5 meters. The guardian angel is so powerful, and it has its gigantic wings. You can feel the softness of its wings, so gentle. It's filling your body with support and guidance. And at the same time, this angel is so powerful that nothing could ever harm it or you. So just like we did with the column of light, imagine this guardian angel is standing on the same train tracks. The angel is so confident in the knowledge that nothing could ever harm them. It looks relaxed and nonchalant. And you see another empty train, and it's roaring towards the angel. And as the train gets almost to the angel, to the point where it's going to touch, the guardian angel just takes their wing and flicks it at the train. And the train goes flying off into space, not 100 miles or even 500 miles, just off into space with just one flick. That's how powerful the angel is. And now imagine yourself walking over to this guardian angel, and let the angel put their wings around you. Imagine yourself walking around with your guardian angel around you at all times, going through your day with this beautiful, powerful guardian angel, all the time protecting you, secure in the knowing that no one can harm you. And you can double up. You can put both of these forms of protection around you. You can imagine there's the column of light that's around you that's super powerful. And around the column of light, there's the guardian angel. Or you can have the guardian angel inside the column of light. So now I'd like you to do a little test. Just keep your eyes closed and imagine any challenging situation you've been in. Could be at work, spouse, your parents, a brother, somebody that's been bullying or aggressive, any uncomfortable situation. Now imagine that same situation, only this time you have these protections. So maybe there's somebody who's been very aggressive, and you can imagine just having this protection around you. And see yourself just kind of smiling at them and ignoring them. Notice how different you feel in your body. Notice that there's no stress, there's no fear. You're just feeling confident and relaxed. And now take a few moments to imagine some of the other stresses in your life. And when you bring them to mind, these challenging situations, imagine having all this protection around you. And you can see how you feel lighter, literally lighter. You feel calm and relaxed with all this protection around you. And remember to breathe. And I'll give you a little time to just feel into that, and then we'll come back. And I can tell that you're really enjoying this one. It's like, oh, this feels good. Yeah. Paul's not coming back.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm gone for good. you're not getting me back because that was too nice.
That was beautiful, Liz. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Isn't that great? Isn't that great? Yeah. So thank you. I want to respect your time, and everybody who's watching, I like watching usually on the replay, for quite honestly, especially today with the inauguration.
Yeah, lots of competition.
There is no competition.
I mean, healthy, good, I mean,
It's fine. No, a lot of people watch things on the replay. That's what I find very, very often. I don't know what the percentages are, but they're pretty high of people who prefer to watch replays. Don't know why, but that's the way it is. But there's a lot of, it's a crowded space out there. It's very crowded. It's very crowded. So what I invite you to do is, this will post on Facebook. Go ahead and put your information, your contact information in the comments underneath, so that people can get hold of you and sign up. And I'm guessing you start at the beginning of every month. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So if somebody wants to get on the train for February, they need to get in touch with you now. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely in the next few days.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay. And how do you take payment? Is it Venmo? Is it PayPal? How do you do it? Credit card?
It's credit card through Stripe. Yeah, on the website for it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. So that's great. So everything's handled that way. And yeah, this has been great fun. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you so much. It was so fun.
Loved it. Okay. Take care, you guys. Bye-bye.
Okay, you too. Bye-bye.